Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. On the run from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Got a man in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense in a bunch formation. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he made the read off of the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football. But, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football. The defense gets the ball back.
Great place to start for this offense. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Jones wants to throw it. Swings it out to his running back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Clark. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They're working that left side. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. From the red zone, it's Montgomery. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Here's a give the ball. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
It's just so nice to have a signal call who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
This time he's got it. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Play fake, Sellers. Fires left. And his throw is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Unloads to the right. Fires the pass. Intercepted.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Jones to throw. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the catch. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense gets set for second down. The run inside. It's ball. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Grabbed behind the line, it's ball. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Might be changing the route. Jones wants to throw it. Oh, he makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Gators will try to pick it up on fourth down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Tries to get it on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gators trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Loss on first down increased the degree of difficulty. 2nd and goal from the 8. Pressure coming. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with...
And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse. Snags it, and there's running room. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Got a little grass. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Sellers. Here comes the heat. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Jones to throw. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Offense going to be challenged to protect on 3rd down after that last sack. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the away team sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Guys?
Holly, thank you. About to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. All the way back to the 15. He's got great speed. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wide receiver going in motion. Jones wants to throw it. Complete out left to Wilson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Mays. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game move.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Complete downfield. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Pocket breaking down. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Jones to throw. Caught. They will score. Touchdown Gators. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for space. It's McAllister. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 1 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Sooners who finish off the victory to get to 4-1. They led this one at halftime. They held off a second-half comeback attempt. This group has to be feeling good. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now over to your game inside the Swamp. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the Swamp.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
The Gators head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he loves the way this offense is moving. The momentum has been intense. As you know, they play at that breakneck pace. The no-huddle seems to be working because they've got rhythm and momentum here. We'll see if they can keep that up to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on if things slow down or if they're going to keep their foot on the gas here in this game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Here's Jaden one more time. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and trying to stay on the field.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Jones wants to throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Handoff for Ball. Picks up the first down. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Ball again. Maybe a crease. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Softened him up with the run. Now to throw. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Here's Sellers to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Hunt. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Sellers. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Takes the easy one to the back. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I'll tell you what, it's so nice to speed that clock up with the quarterback. Hit him early, hit him often. Those shots start to add up. That thing comes out all over the place.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. The snap sets up to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. At the 35, he's open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Running inside, it's Clark. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throwing, Sellers. Caught in the backfield. It's Harbor. Could not make his way to the corner.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Hit as he throws. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's a little room there. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And the Gators line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. back to pass. Off the bench, arm loose, but the first one is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
There he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Motion from the wideout. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
At this point, it's a lot about pride for this offense. They're just trying to find a way to get on the board. They have been shut out. That last incompletion, I mean, they're now trying to take shots and see if they can just come up with something. I don't even know if they believe they can get it done. It just feels obligatory, guys, at this point. Let's just throw it up and see if something good can happen.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Finding some room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Jones to throw. Gets it out fast. Discards him with the stiff arm. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. He's got enough for the first down, and he stopped after a pickup of 14, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And that just drives you crazy as an offense to get down there, get that 1st and goal, and you got to back up and make it a little harder. Takes a snap, wants to throw. It's complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He's got it and still on his feet. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they